What turned you into a villain for the rest of the world? I was a high school chemistry teacher for 18 years. My students regularly won state competitions. I spent weekends tutoring kids who couldn't afford extra help, refusing payment even when parents insisted. My life changed when my 6-year-old daughter was diagnosed with a rare leukemia. The treatment existed, but our insurance denied coverage, calling it experimental despite FDA approval last year. $380,000 out of pocket. We started a GoFundMe, held bake sales. I picked up night shifts at the pharmacy. My wife worked double shifts at the hospital. Ironic, since she couldn't afford treatment at the place she saved others. We sold our house, moved into a one-bedroom apartment, still nowhere close to what we needed. Then I received an email from a former student at the insurance company. Mr. Davis, I shouldn't be sharing this, but look at the attached memo. The document revealed my daughter's treatment was routinely denied as policy. First rejection automatic, regardless of necessity. They counted on most families giving up. They called it first pass cost reduction strategy. I contacted a lawyer who specialized in insurance appeals. Strong case, she said, but litigation will take 18 to 24 months. My daughter had 6 months. Maybe. I emailed the insurance company's executive team every day, called their offices. Nothing. I created social media posts exposing their memo. My accounts were suspended for sharing private information. Local news wouldn't touch the story. The company was their biggest advertiser. At my daughter's hospital bed one night, I opened my laptop to grade papers and noticed a former student had just been hired as the insurance company's social media manager. They'd posted about it on LinkedIn. Same company denying my daughter's treatment. Something broke inside me. I'd taught chemistry for nearly 2 decades. I knew things. Dangerous things I'd always taught students to respect, never abuse. I created anonymous accounts and started leaving instructions for chemical reactions that could damage property, specifically compounds found in the insurance company's building materials, ventilation systems. I never intended for anyone to use this information. It was a desperate cry for attention, a way to get the company to notice me, but someone did use it. A small fire broke out at their headquarters at 3 a.m. No one was hurt, but they evacuated 3 floors. The next morning, I received a call from their executive vice president. We've reconsidered your appeal, Mr. Davis. The treatment has been approved. Just like that. My daughter received her treatment 2 days later. The doctors say her prognosis is excellent. I should have been elated. But then the FBI showed up at my classroom. Not for the chemical instructions. They had no way to connect those to me. They came because the insurance company had reported me for terroristic threats based on my desperate emails begging them to help my daughter. I was placed on administrative leave. My teaching license was suspended pending investigation. Parents who trusted me with their children for years now crossed the street to avoid me. Former students unfriended me on social media. The investigation eventually cleared me of making actual threats, but damage was done. No school would touch me. I now work at a chemical supply company, ironically making twice what I did teaching. My daughter is healthy, thriving. The insurance executive who approved her treatment was promoted for resolving a PR crisis. The company implemented new security protocols but never changed their automatic denial policy. Sometimes my former students approach me shyly at the grocery store. You were the best teacher I ever had, Mr. Davis. What happened to you? What happened? I saved my daughter's life. I lost my career, my reputation, and the respect of a community I'd served for 2 decades. The insurance company now includes my case in their training materials, not as an example of flawed policies, but as a warning about potentially volatile claimants. I wonder how many parents after me simply accepted the first denial and watched their children suffer. Sometimes, I wonder what would have happened if I'd posted more than just chemical reactions. Sometimes I draft those posts, just never hit send. Everyone thinks I'm the villain in this story. Maybe they're right, but my daughter is alive, and that's the only verdict that matters to me.